Today's press conference is really about something that the presence of a university and the presence of a medical school often influences positively. The industries that spin off of the science that is involved in the research and the teaching and the learning of modern medicine. And so, welcome to the Hofstra North Shore LIJ School of Medicine. It's my privilege to introduce the president of Hofstra University, Dr. Stuart Rabinowitz.
Today it's about emphasizing the importance of the biopharmaceutical industry and bioengineering and biotech in terms of improving the lives of our citizens and their health, and in terms of being a driver for economic development and creating new jobs.
In a time where everyone in New York State, from the governor on down, is focusing on jobs. That's the mantra you're going to see in 2012 in Albany. Jobs, jobs, jobs. Virtually every policy issue that's debated, it's going to be debated in the context of the impact on jobs. Jobs and the private sector investment that creates jobs. And we're here to stress the important role that the biopharma sector, both the research sector, its commercialization, and the manufacturing of biopharma products have such a great promise for economic growth in New York State. And properly supported, this can be one of the future engines of economic growth statewide.
Bioscience industry has created 55,000 direct jobs and another 160,000 indirect and induced jobs. In other words, over 200,000 people in the state of New York owe their livelihoods to the bioscience industry. That creates about $3.8 billion in wages and about $120 million in state taxes. Here on Long Island, there's about 10,000 people who owe their jobs to the life science industry, and over 60 life science companies call Long Island home. But New York has a broad and robust biopharmaceutical industry driven by some of the world's great universities and medical schools, entrepreneurs and scientists, and it has been virtually ignored by the state of New York.
Each year, some 10,000 human subjects, volunteers, healthy volunteers, or patients with disease participate in our clinical research programs annually. This is a very large number by any measure. The scientists and the investigators at the Feinstein are passionate about their interest in producing new knowledge to change the way medicine's practiced. And as you've been hearing this morning, you can't really do that without close partnerships and interactions with industry.
Today, we are no longer competing with California and with North Carolina, but we're competing with India, China, Brazil, and they are directly targeting this industry for a reason. They're targeting this industry because they understand how important it is to maintain the economic growth that they're looking for, but they are indirectly targeting each and every one of those jobs as they exist here in New York State and certainly here on Long Island. And it is up to us together, collaboratively, to step up our game. New York State, for example, needs to re-emphasize efforts with regard to education through not only our community colleges, but our universities, allowing the opportunity to teach those skills that are necessary so we can have a vital biopharmaceutical industry here on Long Island.
Bioscience, biomedical, we have great universities and great labs in New York, on Long Island, and in the United States. And we've got to learn to rely on those kinds of products, commercialize them, and develop a thriving economy based on that.